We are back online at the rock and roll event of the day at the Beursgebouw here in Eindhoven. We have a fourth game to go, last game, the final, which will be played between the Rockcity Rollers, the local team, Eindhoven, and playing up against Crime City Rollers of Malmö, Sweden. And I'm Nasty Moves. I'm joined one more time by Whippin' Red Siren.
Hello, good evening. If you just tuned in, welcome to this wonderful event. And we are going to have a very nice matchup here, I think. And we are going to start with the skate outs. And let's see which of these two teams starts first.
My money is on Crime City, but we will see what happens. As you can see on your screen now, we have the purple team, Rockcity Rollers. Yellow team, it will be the Crime City Rollers. As we get ready to go into the final, Crime City won their first game today. Rockcity Roller won their first game today as well. But how is that going to be for the final?
And the Rockcity Rollers are also.
They're getting
confused.
They're getting. Yeah. No, it's good. We're just going to tell you. All we're going to do is we're going to tell you what's going on. We're having a bit of a little bit of a kit check. We are going to follow our colleague there on the floor, Sir Talks a Lot, who is going to lead in the action here in front of us. And I have the tiger.
Yeah,
that is
another.
You know
what?
We're gonna roll with it. How about you tell us about the Crime City Rollers?
Crime City Rollers are skating out on the Eye of the Tiger, and Trixie Wonder skating number 0, Spinosaurus 104, Blondie skating with number 112. 177 is Vjelkjot. 241 Sugar Rush. Nagan skating with 304. Space Unicorn number 34. With number 4 it is PK Rollin. Number 4A is GAB or Gab. Number 50, Katja. Number 636, Darling Ripper. Goldie Blocks skating with number 79 and 808, Dusty Minefield.
And those are the Crime City Rollers.
And Muffa is their coach. And bench coaching. It is, let me check my list there. Storm. The Crime City Rollers from Malmö, Sweden, with their B team here in Eindhoven. And I know some of the A team from Crime City are watching.
Good, nice to hear that. Excellent.
And probably some other people as well from Sweden. Welcome.
We say hello to everybody. And now it's time to present to you the hosts with the most at the moment, the Rockcity Rollers of Eindhoven. We've got number 1111, Virus, number 27, Elia. We've got 313, Catcore Galore. Number 36, Marcy Misbehave, their captain. We have number 5, Dolly Death Star. Number 7, Lotta Havoc. number 74, Rosie Galore, number 78, Go-Go-Zilla, number 82, The Great Tyrant, number 87, Sideshow Scatterbrain, and last but not least, number 9, Sif Stitches, with the coach Masuzu and their lineup manager Janie Destruction, and those will be your Rockcity Rollers in the purple.
The purple with the green trimming and Crime City Rollers skating in the yellow with the purple trim.
Well, it's not too confusing. That's good. It's not confusing.
No, not
but
at all.
There's a lot of purple going on today. A bit like Start Wearing Purple. You know that song by Gogo Bordello?
No, I'm not very good in
it's a fun
titles.
song.
I bet it is.
It tells you
no
to start
clue.
wearing purple. That's all it does, basically.
Okay.
And it's a party song.
I never
Trust
wear
me.
purple. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I got some strict rules on colors.
It's all fine, but we know you like red, and I find that important enough as it is.
I love red.
There you go. We have the Great Tyrant joining the Jammer line for starters, and
The Derby Shop Jammer line.
the Derby Shop Jammer line. Derby Shop, you've seen some advertisements, and it's all true what they say. That is a wonderful one-woman show running your Derby Shop. Who do we have for Crime City Rollers?
Number 4, PK Rowland.
Yeah, I got to get used to seeing her in yellow, but I think I can swing it. Those are your two jammers as we take off here in the final of this rock and roll event.
And both of these teams working hard. It's PK Rolling who is out of the pack first, and lead jammer for Crime City. While the Great Tyrant is still stuck in the pack on her initial pass.
Not
PK
really used
Rolling.
to seeing that, to be honest. Today she had it easier. She's going to have to maybe work a bit harder today for her team, but she is out at the moment.
And trying to maybe also put some points on the board, but PK Rolling has none of that. Calling off the jam to start a new one with number 27 Elia lining up for Rockcity Rollers and Darling Ripper lining up for Crime City. Still everybody on the track.
Everybody on the track is the way it should be and the way we like it. I just wanted to quickly say that the first points were put on the board by the Crime City Rollers. 5-0 in that very short jam.
And both jammers now facing a 4-wall of blockers. Both jammers trying inside, outside. And there was shortly a little bit of offense tried there for Rockcity, but then soon returned to her wall to try to keep Darling Ripper, sorry. And
You were just being nice.
yeah,
Yeah, Ripper Darling though has
Darling
a wall.
Ripper.
Yeah, there we go. You caught me out. She's kind of stuck there.
Both
The jammer's
jammers are.
stuck. Yeah, I'm just watching it. Marcy is not having much of it either as pivot, trying to keep her in, trying to keep that pack together. In the meantime, that is some solid blocking there. Still though, lead jammer.
And that took a while. A
Ooh,
minute
yeah, that was a lot of
in this
work.
jam already. But we have a jammer on the way to the box. I did not see what it was for. Backlog?
It's for something naughty.
No,
That's
yeah.
all that counts.
For a penalty.
For a penalty.
So that means we have a Crime City Power Jam. But that jammer is now also on her way to the penalty box for a blocking with the head.
Yeah, that's not a good one to have there. We're going to have a jammer swap there as Elia, number 27, gets back on the track for Rockcity.
3 blockers for Rockcity on the track. 4 blockers, Marcy Misbehave. Making some offense there to help Elia, but Elia now stuck on a 3-wall with 1 bridging because the blockers for Rockcity had to get ready for the return on the track of Darling Ripper.
That was some good blocking there by Crime City. It has to be said. I saw them practice that Walt Darwin formation where they really make sure their arms are out of the way, and it's. I thought that was quite impressive.
Only 5 points scored in that 2-minute jam.
Yeah, 5 apiece now for 2 jams. That's Rock City is the one this time around in this game that has to finally put some points on the board to get in the game. The Great Tyrant could be the person to do it. We don't know. We'll see.
Sugar Rush in the front trying to get past those blockers. She is able to do that. Crime City again, a lead jammer, but Great Tyrant very close behind her.
Yeah, Great Tyrant tactic there is to push Sugar Rush to either get through and call it off. Oh, she does get through though. Hits Cat Corgalore's skates. All good for 3 points though.
Yeah.
So points it is, but no points for Rock City just yet.
And maybe Marcy Misbehave can change that, but PK Rolling has proved also to be a very good jammer. So both of these jammers are of course going to try to be the one getting out of the pack first.
And the idea too is the jammer, the jammer wants to score those first points so that psychologically it's also a good one. And Marcy knows that. She knows how to do that. And look at her fly. Wow, lead jammer it is, as we say that for the Rock City Rollers.
And a lot of havoc is recycling PK Rolling back behind the pivot line. Marcy Misbehave is able to finish that scoring pass, and in the meantime PK Rolling finishing the initial pass there. Marcy Misbehave now calling it off after passing 3 blockers in yellow.
So that's 8 points altogether, and that is a nice start. So Marcy showed her team now how it's done, and let's hope that everybody else can get on board. But she did that quite well, despite, again, a really good defense by Crime City. Now we've got 2 frenemies there smiling at each other. We've got Dolly Death Star lined up, and she is joined by
Darling Ripper. And
there we go.
is trying to follow her lead, taking the hole that Dolly Death Star created, but Dolly Death Star get pushed to the outside now. Darling Ripper is pushed also over the line. Dolly Death Star now in the front is able to get out of the pack and become lead jammer.
Oh, nicely done. Serious recycling though in the meantime. Darling Rippers had to go back quite a few times.
Star pass.
Star pass it is. There it is. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. There it is. Must be that yellow. That canary yellow. There it is. We've got it. We are ready to go. And the star pass was given to number 48, Gab. But will that
Dolly
be
Death
enough?
Star trying to call off the jam, but she gets a penalty
Not
before she calls it off.
Yeah,
On her way to the
unfortunate.
penalty box. Power jam for Crime City.
Power jam, unfortunate for Rock City, very good for Crime City.
Crime City losing a lot of blockers to the penalty box, though. Now only 1 blocker on the track for Crime City. And
5 points though for Gab, so this star pass was a good idea. Look at that, we've got a 1-woman show going on there, and 3 blockers, almost nobody. Let's see what Gab is going to do with that. She is stuck in traffic, does get some help from her blockers. A lot of havoc says that's not going to happen. Recycles. Dolly Death Star back on track and gets through quite easily. Puts 4 points on the board for Rock City Rollers.
And Gab still stuck in the pack now is able to get out and score 5 points. Dolly Death Star on another scoring pass is has 2 blockers in front of her. Is managing to stay in bounds. 2 minutes played. End of this jam. And Crime City Rollers still in the lead with 28 points, but Rock City Rollers now putting 8 more points on the board at 16. 15 point scoring there for Crime City.
Well, these teams are following each other. The point difference isn't very big. Crime City started out kind of strong, but it is really anybody's game.
That was a back block.
That was ugly. Yeah. Oh, she's got to go all the way around. Well, she didn't have to. Sugar Rush, back block. Elia, though.
That wasn't necessary.
No, it happens, though. She did the real Swedish mile. There's an opportunity to say that. But let's always have a good look at Elia with the star for Rock City. She still needs to get lead to be able to control this jam.
And Rock City trying to keep number 50, that is Katja, behind them, so that Elia only has 3 blockers to push for, but that is not working for her. So Rosie Galore is now moving forward to try to help her, but we have a attempted
pass.
Star pass.
Yeah. We'll call
there
it in
was
progress.
Distraction, yes.
Yeah, well put.
Distraction there because it did not happen. Now it does happen, and some pivot on pivot action there.
Oh, I don't see that too often.
She becomes the jammer.
Marcy Misbehave with the star. Sugar Rush with the star. And coming in hot, both of them. The pack speeds up. Oh, Sugar Rush on the inside. Nicely done for 4. Marcy Misbehave in the middle. Trying to move those blockers out of the way. And does a good job of it as well. Both teams putting points on the board as we count this jam down for about another 30 seconds.
It's quite a physical game as we see it, and that also means that they are quite matched.
Good point.
Marcy, another scoring pass, and the point differential is getting smaller.
Both these teams have each other's number, as the expression goes. They're pushing a lot harder than seemingly pushing a lot harder today. It is the final after all. That was a very busy jam with points all around.
And that's an even score. Both teams scoring 8 points.
Yep, 36-24. That is not much. 19 minutes and a half to go in the first period of the 4th game of today. This game being played between the Rock City Rollers and the Crime City Rollers. For anyone out there watching, hello to all the Swedish viewers, the Dutch viewers, and anyone else joining us today on RollerDerbyTV.com.
Great Tyrant and PK Rolling wearing the stars, and both trying inside, outside to find a little hole, create a little hole. Great Tyrant now in the front, having one more blocker to pass. She is not lead jammer. She gets a penalty
for destroying the pack. Out of play penalty.
For out of play block.
Yeah, got it. Out of play block. So that is a power jam for PK Rowland, and her team is just going to move the purples out of the way. That is their goal. Kat Korgalor, though, trying not to get caught up, and that is the last line of defense.
Throwing in that hip.
Oh,
and PK Rolling was able to stay in.
That was really, really nice. Kat Korgalor was like, I've got her, but she did not go out at all. Nice and clean there.
Great Tyrant back on the track, facing 4 blockers in yellow. And this is her initial pass still.
Means a lot of work in this jam for her. While the Great Tyrant, the twist and turn on the outside. Oh, a lot of elbow action there. Great Tyrant keeps it in. I know. We're thinking the same thing. We're going, wow, this is great. And it is great. Very nice to see. On the yellow side of things, though, PK Rowland calls off that jam. Oh, these teams are cranking it up a notch. That is for sure.
Yes. And Coach Mazuzu coming in to discuss something shortly. Oh, watch out where you go. And
he can't hear you, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
No, but good sentiment.
I can't stop my comment like that then.
No, I understand. I don't know what he was saying. He was saying something about maybe 2 points, or I think there will be a discussion about it. And I repeat it again because it needs to be repeated. If there are any situations that can get sometimes a bit complicated, we will have someone come and tell us about it so we can pass on the savings to you, the information to you. But I think we're already ready to go.
We're ready to go again.
We're good.
Dolly Death Star wearing the purple and green, and that is Sugar Rush wearing the yellow and purple.
Both with the stars. Let's have a good look. Sugar Rush in the back. Dolly Death Star trying to look for a spot there in the middle. Oh, she's got a wall of 4 there. Oh, that wall is falling apart, but it gets back. Oh, and look at that. Yeah, Sugar Rush to the box for a back block. Dolly Death Star needs to get out there if she wants to pick up the lead. Pushing now. There it is. It is lead jammer for Rockcity Roll and a power jam.
And a power jam and 2 blockers on their way to the box from Crime City because of that out of play blocking and failure to reform.
Yeah,
another failure to reform going
oh, bad luck
to
there.
Space Unicorn in this case.
Yeah, that's 3 blockers in one shot. Dolly Death Star doesn't have much to contend with. Picking up those points for people in the box.
Sugar Rush returning to the track, so we now have 2 jammers. But the jam is over while the pack was moving away from the jammers quite fast.
Yeah, no points for both teams there in that last scoring pass. Crime City Rollers, though, are still out in front with 46, and Rockcity Rollers with 39.
10 points scored there by Rockcity Rollers, making it now a 7-point game.
That is not much. Not much. Yeah, I know. So we dare say these teams are evenly matched.
Oh yeah, and there goes Elia. Only 2 blockers. She had to push, and she manages to do so. Is lead jammer for Rockcity, and Rockcity trying to keep what's her name again? Darling Ripper.
Darling Ripper it is. Darling Ripper, just I have to interrupt you there. She got knocked, and it knocked off her helmet panty at the same time.
A lot of havoc giving that block there.
That was a good one. I didn't resist the urge to go ooh, but it was an ooh moment.
One of those last second hits that was even in derby direction, but was enough of a sideways motion that she fell outside of the track.
Yeah, that was a good one for sure. Elia, though, much to the delight of the crowd, just goes around the outside and picks up another 5 points.
And Crime City has 4 blockers on the track again, but it does look like they are getting a little more penalties than Rockcity at this moment.
Blondie, though, now has the jammer, the star. Is the jammer has the star. Marcy Misbehave is blocking her quite effectively.
Together with her partner in the
I was
derby
trying to
shop.
see it is. No, you're absolutely right. It is. Yes, of course, it's a lot of havoc. There we go. Oh, no, not havoc did something naughty. Marcy Misbehave, though, trying to keep that together, but Blondie gets through. And Elia is going for a star pass herself. She was doing well at the beginning of the jam, but now having a bit of a rough time.
And a tumble there. 1 point she is trying to get out of that. The jammer ref is on his way to the bench coach of Crime City, though, to mention something.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
I saw that, and I also want to notice that Masuzu is getting a bit excited going into the middle and making sure that Refrigerator sees certain things. So I can imagine that it's heating up on that side as well. Yes. On the admin side of things.
No pack called, which makes it possible for PK Rolling to push through and become a lead jammer. The Great Tyrant is now almost out of the pack, has number 104 Spinosaurus to pass, while PK Rolling is now scoring points. And with that signature jump out of the track,
I know. We've had that again. But there was a hit. Yeah, That's true, and she has to watch that. She did get hit that way too, and just fell to her knees. There's it seems to hurt her knee a little bit too. That was maybe a bit too much enthusiasm there for that one.
Yeah, if you jump up and then fall on your knees, that's quite some impact.
But you can't jump out of bounds to avoid anything. So
you can
that's
do it,
probably a
but
question.
get a
no,
penalty.
you can do. Yeah.
And we got some planking going on.
I meant not doing. Planking, you're looking at the planking. I am going to have a look at what's going on the track. We have a team timeout that was called.
Rockcity Rollers is now in the lead change.
Yeah, team. There you go. I was going to get to that, but you beat me to it, which is very good. 3-point difference. Planking in the meantime, and Crime City calling that timeout to maybe trying to adjust their game too as well. In fact, if we look at what's going on, the two girls in the Goldie blocks and Katja in the penalty box getting a little chit chat from the coach as to like, what are you there for? But I can't absolutely tell you the details.
Yeah, it looks like 8 penalties at this moment for Rockcity and 12 penalties for Crime City.
Which is a bit even. We saw Space Unicorn go in as a blocker twice.
In one jam.
We recognized her. No, actually, twice in... was it in one jam? Okay. And she went... I thought she went again after that, but she did go very quickly, successively to the penalty box as well. I don't know if that's making much of a difference. It still looks pretty clean until now, but, we're just in the beginning. 12 more minutes to go there for the end of the first half. Marcy Misbehave is in the lead for the Rockcity Rollers. For the rest, we have
Sugar Rush trying to pass Dolly Death Star and Cat Gore Galore. Is now able to get out of the pack. Marcy Misbehave finishes her scoring pass, calls off the jam. 57 against 50 right now, 11 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock.
I think we could be in, for now, a tight game unless that halftime stuff has a switch to it.
Spinosaurus, first time I see her behind the jammer line with the star on her helmet.
I was going to say something, but you, again, beat me to it, which is fantastic. But I think it's great. We haven't seen her. It is the first time she's played here today. She's up against Elia, who's on heavy rotation.
And Elia is able to get out of the pack first. She's your lead jammer, while Spinosaurus gets recycled back behind that pivot line. Now has 2 people more to go. And Rockcity blockers, Cat Gore Galore and Rosie Galore.
There's a lot of galores there.
Yeah.
But look at that star pass. Yeah, I know. See, we need more announcers to watch everything going on. Cat Gore Galore picks it up. Star passes galore.
That does mean there is they lost their lead, jammer.
True, and we're going to go for the full 2 minutes.
And
that's also good for Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus, they're having her work cut out with her with a wall of purple in front. 1 blocker down for Crime City. Spinosaurus trying to find another approach. Good call. Look at that through the inside. She just changed the way she did things. Oh, we're going to organize our knee pad, but that was actually quite smart.
Nice tiptoeing sideways on those toe stops by Cat Gore Galore, staying inbounds and avoiding any hits.
No. Well, as she got hit there in the air, laughing about it a little bit. It was it felt like an apex jump with not enough energy, but it was a nice attempt at shaking things up, and that was very much appreciated.
Spinosaurus having a very difficult time, getting tired visibly.
But still not quitting for a team, and I really appreciate it. Gives her jammers a break as well.
And trying to get some assistance from Goldie Blocks.
4 points, though, for Crime City, though. In the meantime, the crowd actually likes that, too. And likes it for Cat Gore as well.
5
5.
Points.
Yeah, I know. 5 big ones.
So that's 16 points for Rockcity in that jam and 8 points for Crime City.
Yeah, the spread is a little bit more, but it's still anybody's game. I get to say that 3 times. Usually I've already said it twice. But 9 minutes to go.
we have an official timeout. That gives the Crime City skaters a chance to huddle up, and the Rock City skaters also have a little bit of a conversation with each other.
Trying to keep warm.
Very close to the derby shop jammer line.
Jammer line. Yeah, we need to spice that jammer line up and go and write it on there. We don't have a sponsored pivot line, something people don't do too much anymore, and we don't have a sponsored
Penalty
box,
box.
but we do have sponsors for the rest. We have Double Threat Skates from London are here today, selling all kinds of wonderful stuff as they do. We have the Derby shop we just mentioned from Amsterdam, selling and fixing stuff and just being generally full of derby stuff. Our main sponsor, though, however, is Turn Left, of which both owners are right now playing on track. As you pointed out, number 7, Lotta Havoc, and number 36, Marcy Misbehave. We also want to say a special thanks again to the Rockcity Rollers for their trust and support. RollerDerbyTV.com today. If you like what you hear and what you see, you can go to their website, RollerDerbyTV.com, and there's a donate button. All the money will be used to making sure that we can bring streaming to you, take care of the gear and whatnot. Very much appreciated.
Yes, and please, if you have some money to spare, or if you're really happy with this stream, don't hesitate to donate, because we all know that this stuff is not cheap. It doesn't come cheap.
It's not. It's heavy as well. I can tell you that.
They have 3-4 cameras here.
Yep, absolutely. Full crew of people that work in radio and television in the Netherlands, and a lot of enthusiasm and passion for roller derby. We're very lucky with that.
And they're not making any money with it.
Nope, but there's no. So please donate. That's our story. Marcy Misbehave being recycled there by Blondie and Company. We've got Pivot down there for Rockcity Rollers, but we have the lead jammer is for number 4, PK Roland, Crime City Rollers.
Marcy Misbehave now also out of the pack, putting herself in the 4th gear, speeding it up, and I think just in time, PK Rolling called off the jam, keeping Marcy at 0. But how many points were scored for Crime City?
We're waiting for it.
It's not held up in the air yet. Where is that jammer ref anyway?
I wouldn't worry too much about it for now.
4 points.
We go. 4 points. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And they've been added. So go right ahead. Tell us 62 for Crime City.
73 for Rock City.
There you go. 11 points. Easy announcer math. Still there. Only about half a power jam. Still teams very evenly matched. Look at those walls. It is tight. We do need a lead jammer. Oh, clean up on aisle 6. And it is the Great Tyrant picking up the lead for the Rock City Rollers.
Sugar Rush now also out of the pack. 4 blockers for Crime City, 2 blockers. Oh, let me rephrase. 1 blocker. On her way to the penalty box for Rock City. Called off by the Great Tyrant, but no points scored.
It's like that song, The Bottles of Beer on the Wall. In this case, says blocker to the penalty box. Another blocker.
Oh, that sounded not like bottle, what you said.
Oh, I did mean bottle.
Yeah.
I really did. It's all good.
I was wondering, what song?
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I promise you. It's family friendly and PG-13 and everything. We have, jammers docking for position. Oh, they're ready to go. Look at that. And Blondie. Blondie, believe, jamming for the first time as a jammer and not receiving a star pass.
Yes. She is your lead jammer in this jam. Was able to pass the 2 blockers from Rock City, and there's only 3 blockers from Crime City on the track right now. Blondie back around on a scoring pass. Marcy Misbehave is able to block her over that inside line. But now Marcy Misbehave is grabbing the star. And we have a star pass and a call off.
Just as you say it, it actually happens. Well done there by Marcy Misbehave. But yeah, she couldn't really do anything much with that. You'll notice, I think, the rhythm of this game, I've seen different people playing. I'm also seeing trying different strategies just to shake it up a bit. That kind of worked a little bit for the game that we had before on a few jams between La Boucherie and Tiger Bay. But we're going to try and fool and look at that. We're doing it on the track. We're like, how about you go first? No, I'll go first. Dolly Destar in front. I'm saying there's a little thing going on with the two teams. Dolly Destar though on the ground. We've got PK Roland trying to get through. One down for Crime City. Yeah, one
for
down.
Dolly Destar.
Oh, as well. Oh, no. There we go.
Yeah.
Here I was only looking at the yellow side.
Power jam for Crime City.
Oh, thanks for telling me
with
that.
With PK rolling as jammer and also lead jammer.
There she goes, yeah, smiling and happy about it. How is that going to go? Look at that Crime City. Probably going to get in and rush them out of the way.
Trying to grab one. And that's one of the moves that you see the A-team for Crime City do as well. Come from the inside, swoosh over to the outside and try to catch one or two of the blockers of the other team.
That is definitely creating a path there for your jammer. Worked quite well there. Probably won't work the whole time, but they do it really well. That is for sure. Dolly Destar back on track. Has to make up for some lost time. PK Roland in the meantime just trying to push things around.
Clockwise block for a lot of havoc.
Yep, 5 points for Crime City.
Dolly Destar still finding those 3 blockers. And now 2 in front of her. A little bit of bridging done there by Space Unicorn to keep it going. But Dolly Destar is able to finish her initial pass now. And PK rolling now, calling off the jam, was to be expected.
We're going to have one less blocker there on the track for the next jam as Cat Corgalore. One less block, 2 down, but Cat Corgalore goes in as a blocker.
So, lead change.
Yeah, I was going to say that. No, I wasn't going to say that. No, I like the way you say it, so I'm going to let you say that. That's really cool. I tend not to do that. I just look at the points and then just I kind of forget who was in front and who's not. Because sometimes it just inches by, goes like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's hard to follow. But you are right, 81, 73.
Hey, but maybe people are doing announcer bingo or something.
Announcer bingo. Oh dear, did we hit all the bingo
points?
So
nice turnaround pass there by Sugar Rush. Marcy Misbehave finds a little bit of opening on the inside and is also out of the pack now. But she has to chase. No, Sugar Rush.
Well, Marcy is not lead, but
from her knees, calling off the jam because touched outside of the track. Made sure she did not stand up before calling the jam off.
No, that was very, very aware. And I saw Marcy come in and I thought, can Marcy actually get a point out of it? She did.
Yeah. And 2 points for Crime City.
Yeah, that was. There's a lot of things going on there in different parts of the track.
9 points differential right now in favor of Crime City.
We've got 4 against 2 on track, and we have number 304 Nagan jamming for the first time and picking up lead for Crime City as well.
The Great Tyrant has Space Unicorn to pass and is now also out of the pack. But Nagan now on a scoring pass and is able to pass blockers, at least one in my opinion, and with a blocker in the box, that would be at least 2 points.
I see that Dolly Destar there it is, official review being requested. I kind of saw the movement there out of the corner of my eye.
3 points given.
Yep, and an official review being requested and by Rock City. Again, if we can figure out what it's about, we'll tell you. And if it's really complicated, someone will come and tell us so we can pass that on to you. But I haven't seen an official review in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah, last game there weren't any.
Was at the
what do you think at
the end of the first period?
Oh, yeah, true. We had the double.
The double.
Oh, jinx! There's some announcer jinx. In this case, though, Marcy was not happy, obviously, with something the jammer did, because that's usually what it's about, but we will see.
And it was an action right across from us, so I'm not sure. Maybe they thought she was outside of the track boundaries.
The refs now have listened to the pleading the case of Rock City, and they're going to have a discussion about it, and then we'll give their decision.
Yes, and gives Mufa a chance to talk to the players around the Derby Shop Jammer line, giving some pointers and some feedback, and the coaches are called back to Refrigerator, the head ref for this game.
Refrigerator, for some of you regular viewers, may have actually seen him at World Cup in Dallas. I know you did.
I did.
You did. Did he ref any games that Team Netherlands was playing? Do you remember?
Yes, I think so. I don't.
I'm not sure.
My
I'm
memory. I
there.
got a bad memory.
Oh, it's okay. I was just throwing that there.
Do they get the review? Are they retaining it? I guess.
I don't. I'm gonna go with no, but
it's still flashing and it's gone. So
it's gone.
They did not.
No, they did
get
try.
It in their favor.
Trying like this, like your Johan Cruyff says, if you don't shoot, you can't score. So at least they tried.
PK rolling and Marcy misbehave. Marcy misbehave finds an opening on the inside and she's lead jammer.
And we'll notice Marcy is jamming there a little bit more. PK rolling jamming a little bit more too as well. Marcy coming in, look, she's trying to go for the twist and turn with her impressive size, and she always does that so well. I really like watching that move. One of my favorite moves, actually, and it works for her. She gets by on the inside for 5 points there.
PK rolling almost had an open front of the pack there, but Rockcity Rollers blockers managed to recycle themselves in front of PK rolling again. Marcy misbehave in the meantime, having another scoring pass.
And still manages with a twist and turn. The idea is to try and do something about it. As I say, that star pass in progress there, Blondie picking it up for Crime City. But I'm just watching the twist and turn of Marcy, who is going to move those points up there for Rock City with these two teams almost neck and neck.
And that means we have another lead change.
Yeah, look at that. Look at those points. 88.
2 points difference.
88, 86. Great thing to watch.
And we are at the end of the first period. It is halftime.
No halftime. We'll do the halftime dance. Oh, no one can see us on the camera. We're dressed really nice today. We're just very colorful, but you can't see us. In any case, you can see everything going on with RollerDerbyTV.com today. Later on, soon enough, in a few days, whenever the guys are ready, the crew is ready, you will be able to rewatch all the things that have been happening here today on YouTube by checking the RollerDerbyTV.com website and or their Facebook page. So things will be flying around the internet soon enough.
Yes, they will. Thank you. We will be back in about 14 minutes for the second period of this game between Rockcity Rollers and Crime City Rollers. If you have any feedback, try to find us on Facebook, the Roller Derby TV Facebook page, or the page of the event here, Rock and Roller Derby event. We will see you later. are back for the second period of this last game, the final game between Rockcity Rollers, the hosts of this Rock and Roller Derby event, against Crime City Rollers. And we are here in Eindhoven, the Netherlands, and the Rockcity Rollers are from this city. Crime City Rollers are from Malmö in Sweden. My name is Whippin' Red Siren, and I am joined again by Nasty Moves. And we are ready to go again, aren't we?
I am. I'm a little bit refreshed. That's been a lot of work for us today. It's our last game, but we are going to bring this one home to you for the next 30 minutes. We left you at the Rockcity Rollers, had 88 points in a lead change. The last few seconds, 86 points there for Crime City, 2-point difference, and it's up to the voodoo that they do to see who is going to win this and be crowned the team of the day.
Jamming for Rockcity Rollers, Marcy misbehaved, but it is PK rolling, finds an opening on the outside, and is your lead jammer. Marcy misbehave takes off the star, has it in her hand, reaching for Dolly Death Star, and a successful star pass.
That's a lot of stars. Dolly Death Star, star pass.
PK rolling now on a scoring pass, calling off the jam while in the middle of that bully circle of Rockcity Roller blockers. Was able to score points? No. Well, yes.
We're waiting.
2 points.
Yeah,
so
2
it's
points.
an
Yeah,
even game, 88-88.
And we're thinking again about how the talk was at halftime. Halftime is, you can do this, keep the pressure on, probably from both sides, because both teams are evenly matched as far as points concerned, as far as strength is concerned. And what I'm thinking again, as I've said earlier today, they have to outsmart each other. Find some
I was hoping
tricks,
for this, that it would be an even match. And this first half has proven that. Let's see what they're bringing to the track for this second half. And it is a Sugar Rush in front. Started with 4 blockers keeping her.
One down.
But it's Rosie Galore on her way to the penalty box.
And Elia is doing it there for Rockcity, moving only a little bit at a time. Look at that 3-wall there in front. Crime City, and that's falling apart as well as people are being sent to the box. Yeah, it's going to be one of those periods there, Whippin'.
Very tight call on the pack definition there.
Elia, though, in the chaos, is our lead jammer.
Yep. And
Sugar
will try to score points, listens to her coach, and calls off the jam. 3 blockers passed, though, in that little bit of a struggle there. So now 3 points in the plus for Rockcity Rollers.
As both teams slowly, but I would imagine surely, are going towards the 100 mark. The Great Tyrant back on track, PK rolling back on track, and 3 against 2 for the blockers.
And talking about people in the penalty box, it looks on the penalty board that Crime City is doing a little bit more crime time.
Oh, nice one.
And the Great Tyrant now is lead jammer.
Yeah, lead jammer sneaked by everyone. PK rolling will try to make that up, but yeah, the Great Tyrant is going to just pass, pick up points, and we're going to put on fresh horses already. I think we're going to play what I call really tight, which means we're just going to get point stop, get point stop, get point stop. But then again, it always depends on who gets to call it off.
And usually that also means that both jammers are getting out of the pack, though, because if one team is able to keep a jammer in the pack, then you can have multiple scoring passes usually. But these two teams are as matched as they are, and that means that although one of them maybe gets lead and gets a scoring pass in, the other jammer usually is not that far behind.
Yeah, and they both get points, especially if one of them makes a mistake.
And here we see it again.
And here we see it again. Yeah, Sugar Rush there out in front with the lead. Dolly Destar behind. And then we watch. Sugar Rush tries to score points. She gets some, I believe. Yes, she does, 2. And then we're going to just keep playing this game for a while. That is a good sample of what's to come here, unless someone decides to throw that game off a little bit more. Marcy Misbehave going to jam a little bit more, I have a feeling, in the second half. PK Rolling already back on track.
That's a tight jammer rotation there for the first couple of jams for the Crime Cities jammers, because PK Rolling is one on, one off, but Marcy finds the space and passes everybody and becomes lead jammer, while PK Rolling now is not yet out of the pack. Marcy Misbehave pushing a little bit on that side.
Turn. She just moves her hips, she just twists her hips around and gets by. I'm really enjoying that. For 5.
And we now have a star pass with Blondie now being the jammer for Crime City, readjusting the star on her helmet a little bit.
Yeah, that was a little bit complicated there, I noticed. Marcy saw that too and just called it off.
Yes.
Smart move. Points, Rock City, happy Rock City people, we can see on camera. Rock City Rollers at the 100 mark, bang on, 94 points there, CCR 6-point difference. I'm just saying it, I'm just calling it like I see it. Oh, there you go, actually, there you go, and 4 more, 10-point difference. You had a magic effect on the scoreboard. Speaking of magic, it's a bad moment for one team, good moment for the other. Elia is going to the penalty box for a forearms. Yeah, I don't know too. You can. I don't know, but I'm telling you what's going on.
Yeah, but
it's crazy. There's some craziness going on.
I was gesturing because she's taking the full round, and she was still.
That's twice we've seen that.
Yes.
Yeah. Nagan though, number 304, jamming for the second or third time. Second probably. Yeah, they're doing the Swedish mile for real. Their people have not passed the point of no return, but they decide, I'll just go for another round. That is a bit weird. If you were a coach, you would tell players, hey, you don't have to do that.
And a lot of havoc getting a multiplayer block there, which makes it possible for Nagan to get out of the pack.
Yeah, both jammers on track. Elia is back, and each jammer is stuck behind their own row of blockers as that pack tightens up together, much to the delight of the audience there in turn 3. Elia gets through. She is not lead. We will have a good look at what's going on there with Nagan, and what's going on is that the jam is being called off.
And Nagan was able to pass all the blockers, and because she started that scoring pass while the jammer for Rock City was still in the penalty box, that was a 5-point score.
We're going to go for a run up there. 4 blockers for Crime City, 3 for Rock City. A lot of havoc standing, and both jammers picking a side. PK Rolling in the back for now. Who is going to come out first? There it is. Is it? It is the Great Tyrant. Recycled there. Cat Core galore. Oh, she doesn't do the Swedish mile. That's good. She goes straight to the box. Of course, going to the box is not the best thing to be able to do. The Great Tyrant in the back. PK Rolling is really stuck.
They're very strong really blocking stuck there.
Yeah, there's some game stepping up there. And a Great Tyrant, you can tell she's like, oh, I'm going through for 5 points. Keeping her concentration.
And Rock City also keeping their concentration, because even with the offense provided by the blockers from Crime City, PK Rolling is only now able to get out of the pack for her initial pass. And the Great Tyrant calls off the jam.
That was a complicated, a little bit complicated jam there, though. Great Time was just trying to keep that one together. And as Marcy Misbehave comes back in, and she is up against Sugar Rush. There you go, Sugar Rush again. There always seems to be a blocker in the box, no matter what, at the beginning of jam. So we do see the penalties adding up there on the purple side. A quick glance.
Yeah, that is true. And we saw Rock City moving forward within the 5-second call, but Sugar Rush is not distracted by it, and the blockers were not distracted by it. They keep Marcy Misbehave behind them. Sugar Rush is able to lap and score 5 points. Is the lead jammer, is still a little bit ahead of Marcy and is trying to put some more points on the board, but Marcy is doing the same thing, and both jammers on their way to the penalty box right now.
Yeah, I saw the cutting there by Sugar Rush being called, and who gets to go back on track, and Marcy Misbehave just went right after. Yep. We haven't seen many jammer swaps either today. That's also a bit of a rarity.
And Marcy taking the normal direction to enter the track. Sugar Rush went clockwise to enter the track. Both jammers now out of the pack again. This will be, of course, a 2-minute jam because there is no lead jammer anymore. Both
There's no leads.
Entering the pack at the same time. And Sugar Rush looks a little bit more successful there, but then sits down on the floor after
having a good sit down there. Yeah, both sets of blockers there have a lot of work for both of them. And like you said, you're about to say, you're watching a star pass. Tell us more about the star pass.
Yeah, I don't know why she's not putting it on, though, because there's no points down.
I'm thinking she's trying to get through the pack first. That's the only reaction, maybe, to have enough room to put it on. That is Elia, if I'm not mistaken.
But this is a scoring pass, but no points scored there for Rock City.
No.
And 5 points scored for Crime City, making this 14 points in this jam for Crime City and 5 points in this jam for Rock City. And is that already
Is that it? 10-point difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their points are showing up here on our monitor as, I don't know, points. Points there is 10-point difference. We do have
official timeout.
I think that's going to be a short one. You'll notice they're keeping it really short today, too. That's been quite nice. We're going to adjust things a little bit with the jam timer having a discussion there with head ref.
And the jammer refs having a discussion with each other.
We can have a discussion if you want. Okay, love you too. And there we go. We're keeping warm. Keeping warm. You know, like penguins. Like on TV, they keep warm like that.
Only on
Little
TV?
Penguins. Oh. Are you opening that
can?
They
do it for show.
Are you opening that can of worms? I don't know. I don't know.
Both jammer refs going to their scorekeepers, checking if everything is correctly noted.
Yeah.
And they are ready to go again. Are you ready to go again?
I'm ready to go again.
Let's go again.
Let's do this.
Dolly Death Star and Blondie wearing both a purple and a yellow helmet cover.
Blondie it is, going push, 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 push. Trying to get through the middle. Oh, Dolly Death Star sent out, though, for forearms. That's a bit unfortunate. She puts her arms in front of her a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't work out quite well, but it means power jam for Blondie.
Blondie getting some help from 2 blockers on the track, 2 blockers on their way to the penalty box.
Ooh, she started crawling there. It's nice to see Blondie in the jammer rotation. It gives us someone else to look at, to see their style. Cat Car Galore doing some good blocking there, but Oh, does knock her out a little bit with her elbow, but her shoulder, well done. But by then the jam is called off.
5 points scored by Blondie there. And inching back again, now a 5-point game. We are almost at the halfway mark of this second period. 17 and a half minutes left on the clock.
And that's one of these teams obviously should win, and one of them will have had 2 wins in the day, one of them will have had 1 win. And some of them will be track queens, and some of them will be less track queens, but I'm sure they'll have a good time together. Crime City, happy camper there. PK Rolling takes the lead. Dolly Destar is behind, and we're going to look and see if we have hit it and quit it moments. And it's a hit it and quit it I felt it coming, I have to say. I felt it coming. Something we can tell you on the stream.
3 points scored there by Crime City.
As in, wow, 3 points. That's
Sugar Rush getting ready to jam the next one against the Great Tyrant. Both teams, 4 blockers on the track.
Oh,
don't
nobody
say it
in
too
the
loud, though.
Oh no, don't you can't. That's jinx it. But clean box, yeah, nice to do.
2-point game right now.
Rushing to the pivot line with her no pack, old school. Who is that going to profit? Oh, the Great Tyrant it is on the inside. No one saw that. No one was watching.
And
Sugar Rush still in traffic.
She got hit over the inside line there, but now is able to find an opening on the outside. While the Great Tyrant is calling off the jam. How many blockers passed? 2 points.
I thought you were going to tell me how many blockers does it take to screw in a light bulb. There could be a joke in there considering we're in Eindhoven.
Probably 4.
Okay, that's our new. I like it. And I don't know why 4, but I like it. Yeah,
because you got 4 on the track. I
don't
know.
One for each wall. One for each wall. There you go. Okay, yeah, I know it. I'm putting you on the spot, and you have to. You can. I'll yeah.
Official timeout.
I'm getting lost. Speaking of light bulbs, some of you may have seen Lemke going around today. The mascot, though, seems to have put away its mascot. The really funny light bulb mascot. Not here, though. Scratch that. Maybe you'll have a chance to see it some other time. We can see the discussion there on the screen. More close up what's going on. Masuzu, the coach, trying to tell them how things should be done in his very, very stoic and polite way. Like, oh, you can come, we'll talk to you.
2 points added for Rock City here.
Well, Masuzu's negotiating is paying off. I already like it.
Well, no, that was just the jammer discussing with his scorekeeper.
Yeah, they need to show each other love a bit more. You've got to stare at your scorekeeper, is what I've learned. Discussion going on though with outside pack ref, head ref, and 2 coaches. Both coaches have been quite involved this whole weekend. We've seen a lot of them.
And the blockers trying to keep themselves busy, motivated,
They're
pumped.
doing Swedish haka. Yeah. So there's a lot of frenemy love going on today too. That's quite. But it will come down to the crunch as we have about 15 more minutes to go in this second half. PK Roland hitting it up with Marcy Misbehave. Oh, look at that! Look at that yellow wall keeping her in.
But also that Rock City wall. And there is a cutting the track forced by the Rock City blockers. So PK Rolling is on a way to the penalty box. That means this is a power jam with Marcy Misbehave in a scoring pass. In Spinosaurus trying to catch her but falling over herself. And another scoring pass with just 1 jammer on the track. And with 2 blockers, or 1 blocker now helping, and another one trying. Marcy Misbehave calling off the jam, making sure that the next jam is started in a power jam because the other jammer was not released from the penalty box yet.
Yeah, and that's some forward thinking there for sure. You kind of want that. The other PK Rolling, who is in the penalty box, has 10 seconds or less left on her penalty as she is standing, which you cannot see, but which we can see and tell you about. And otherwise, we have Gogozilla that was in the box as a blocker. So 3 blockers there for Rock City, 4 for Crime City. Great Tyrants is up against PK, and PK just nails it there out of the first corner for the lead.
Great Tyrant now also out of the pack. PK Rolling entering the pack with quite some force. Calling off the jam from her knees because
that's where she
Great
was.
Tyrant also coming in. 1 point scored there by PK Rolling.
Yeah, that is, we see that a lot. Today it was much knees, but I mean, once you hit the floor, it is a lot of energy to get up. You of all people should know that as well. And then sometimes you just, call it off. You might as well. It's not how we learn, but we end up doing that when we play games. Quite a bit.
And this floor is concrete. It's
ouch.
It's slippery but grippy. You never know. And maybe even with this weather, a little bit of humidity, it can get more slippery with people breathing on the floor.
Which is, by the way, the kind of floor that Rock City is used to playing because they have an outdoor concrete floor as well. I wouldn't know about Crime City though. Sugar Rush, skip, hop, and jump there on the inside does get recycled. And a star pass has happened. Cat Core Galore picks up the star.
And another balancing act on the line by Sugar Rush and just losing balance to the outside of the track. And decides to call off the jam, or was it... okay, mixed up there.
I was going to say that because PK was going to her bench as she was calling off the jam, or trying to, but that wasn't, I believe, not the reason why the jam was called off. That would be a bit awkward.
It was Sugar Rush,
leaving Sugar Rush, pardon. But leaving the track and then calling it off while you're leaving the track.
PK Roland is now getting ready to jam the next one.
Yeah, there we go.
Against Marcy Misbehave.
And the question is, will PK Rolling have a bit more luck there? Marcy, twist and turn it is. For the lead.
But again, the jammer from the other team, while there is a lead jammer established, is not very far behind. So very much chance of a hit it and quit it again.
Yeah, let's have a look. Marcy Misbehave comes in. Passes at least one.
And 1 in the box means 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points. Slayer. Given with the 2 points, different style of 2 points. But there is, make sure that there's no error when we do see those fingers up in the air. Nobody in the box. That's the way we like it. And the Great Tyrants is up against Sugar Rush.
And smiling because the audience is cheering for her.
Yeah, home audience it is. Someone did something about a multiplayer block off the line for one of the blockers.
A lot of havoc. And a lot of havoc is kind of hot now, I think.
Yeah, she is. Actually, she has 5 penalties, if I see that correctly from here. 5 or
no, 6.
6 it is. The Great Tyrants, a little bit of gear troubles there, but it's kind of okay. I was a bit worried for a moment. Sugar Rush with 4 points as both jammers now hit the back of the pack. Sugar Rush goes by, just moves people out of the way, her own team. Not much blocking going on, but like you said earlier, this time both jammers get to score points together, moving up both their scores.
And 1 point each in this scoring pass. So is 5 points scored by the Great Tyrant, 10 points scored by Sugar Rush, making it 138 for the Rockcity Rollers against 128 for the Crime City Rollers. 10-point game, 10 minutes left.
Oh, good one. Someone's got to pull something out of a hat. Well, first, before we do that, we're going to stop the action a little bit. Team timeout being asked by Rockcity Rollers. That is actually another way to kind of reset, change the mood a little bit when one team is on a roll.
And that's their first timeout in this game. Crime City has also only asked for one timeout yet. So in these last 9 minutes and 43 seconds, they still both have 2 timeouts left. So with a close game like this, you want to save one.
Yeah, you do.
For that last jam,
for that last jam, for maybe psyching out the opponent. But my best guess would be, for that last jam to stretch out the game, especially if the game remains really, really tight.
And both teams still have their official review in this period as well.
Yep. We're not squandering that either this time around. We're gonna use that if we really, really need it.
So we were talking about Lot Havoc having 6 penalties. We do see some other people on 5. Number 111 Veros from Rock City. Also, she's on 5, and then Goldie Blocks for Crime City.
Number 79. Yeah,
on 5 penalties.
So we'll watch a Lot of Havoc closely. It was
Is a strong blocker for Rock City
for sure.
So they would lose a strong blocker. They brought only 11 players in this game.
Yeah, but let's see how that develops further. We'll get back to on the track. Blondie trying it again as a jammer, and Elia is there for Rock City. Look at that! No one's going anywhere. Look at that! That's wallage, strong wallage. Recycling, a little bit of recycling there, Blondie. Oh, she gets around.
Nice.
That was nice. No one was watching that. Look how happy she is too.
Big smile.
Beautiful
and a star
moment.
pass.
And a star pass.
Marcy Misbehave. And with those long, strong legs, oh my goodness, she's so fast.
Let's watch it coming in. Blondie's like, move out of the way, move out of the way. Oh, that was a good one.
1 point.
1 point. No points, though, unfortunately, for a Crime City. That was a good tactic. They both had a different tactic. Once Blondie got into that second corner, they just forgot about her, and she just went right through the inside.
A little bit of fighting for the line there, the Derby Shop Jammer line. Crime City decides, okay, let's just take the front. We'll let them keep the line.
Yeah, they've got a flat wall up against a kind of diamond flat, but everything just falls apart right off the line. Tyrants is like, I don't do walls, and she just blew right through her, as we've seen her do in a lot of finals. Puts a little bit extra energy in there to get through. So she comes in for another one as PK Rolling still has to do her initial pass.
Grand Slam for the Great Tyrant. PK Rolling now exiting the pack, finishing the initial pass. Great Tyrant in the pack for a second scoring pass. Cannot prevent 2 points scored by PK Rolling.
Yeah, and while you were saying that, I saw it was okay, but there was almost a hit there after the fourth whistle. It was okay, but that was not really the right way to go with it was legal, but it was going towards questionable is all I'm going to say.
15-point game right now, 7 minutes left on the clock. Sugar Rush and Marcy Misbehave.
And Marcy is back there doing what she does best. Twist and turn. Yeah, you love that. And the inside. The inside seems to be a favorite there, working out very well. Sugar Rush, though, looks a little bit discouraged, but she does get through, just breaking up those walls. And some bad news being delivered there by Virus. She's going in saying, I already have 6 penalties. So I think we're going to see
the first foul out in this game.
Yeah. I was going to say a player being removed, but you were more technical. Yeah. And I think we've seen some really clean games today. I think compared to what I've seen in the
I
last
don't know
couple
about
of
the
months.
first game. I didn't see.
Well, it was
there's
nothing too heavy duty. There's a lot of penalties, different penalties, a lot spread out. But yeah, no one
fouling out.
No foul outs whatsoever today. That would be the first one.
So this is a little bit more heavy on penalties, at least for some people. And both teams again showing very, very good blocking. A lot of havoc. Getting a penalty. That's her 7th.
And Verus is not on her 7th. It is her 6th. But yes, we are going to see a first foul out. A lot of havoc there with an elbows right off the line. But let's go back to the track. That is called off for 4 in that last scoring pass by PK Rolling.
So Rockcity Rollers losing a lot of havoc now. As you said, Verus is now on 6, so is now hot.
Yeah. And we have 5 minutes left. So like you said, losing one player now, maybe at a crucial moment, could make a difference. Rockcity Roller 149. CCR, Crime City Rollers, 134.
Blondie going again as blocker for Crime City, having 3 blockers from Rockcity to pass, but the Great Tyrant with 4 blockers to pass is also putting up a fight. But it is Blondie who gets out of the pack first.
Yeah, she's had a good run with jamming there today, here in the last. And I think Crime City is just going to keep rolling with that. It's working out quite well. The Great Tyrant, though, a steady jammer, of course, for Rockcity, trying to get on the inside. Ooh, a little bit of a foot tap there, but keeps it clean, concentrated, and just moves those blockers out of the way. She is not lead jammer. Our lead jammer right now is Blondie.
Oof.
Yeah, there's a lot of arms and hands flying now. We're going to be a lot of oohs and ahs, I think, as well.
Getting a little bit desperate play. Can Rockcity Rollers keep that small lead of 11 points now?
And build on it, or will Crime City manage to psych them out? Because I haven't seen any weird tricks being pulled right now. I think it's going to be a battle of the wits is what we're going to see.
Both teams have to really keep it together if they either want to keep their lead or take the lead. And Sugar Rush trying to get around Cat Gorgalore.
Oh, Marcy keeping that wall together there. Sugar Rush does try and get through. Not yet. Look at the really good recycling there by Rockcity, and you're looking at Elia there in the back. Is stuck with a 4 wall.
Swift Stitches bridging now, was trying to get some help for Helia coming out of the box, but it is a Crime City Rollers lead jammer in the name of Sugar Rush.
Yeah, that was a lot of hard work though to be able to earn that one. Star pass to Marcy for Rockcity Rollers
to keep the damage to a minimum.
Indeed.
And blockers from Rockcity Rollers were managing to stay partly in front of Sugar Rush, so only 2 blockers have been passed there. 2 points scored. 9-point game. 2 minutes 20 seconds left on the clock.
It's getting, we're getting tense. Yeah. Well, I think you can feel it. Oh, look. And the development, it is a team timeout being asked by Masuzu for Rockcity. And they're going to have a 1-minute chat there because this is like the crucial moment.
Yeah.
The final countdown.
Keep it calm, keep it
calm,
together, keep playing your game.
Oh, that's one of those bingo ones. Keep playing your game.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's
true. That's the worst. I know, but every time I hear it, I giggle. I can't help it. we played our game. Actually, because if you don't play your game, that actually means something. It means that you were responding more to the other team, which is something we both mentioned at the last game that we watched. One team responding to the other.
Yeah, we see both teams huddling up with their coach on the track. And I can only imagine, okay, keep your cool, keep doing what you do, and keep psyching the other team out. With only 9 points and in the final few jams.
It's going to be a lovely thing to watch. I hope you're all watching there at home, wherever you are.
And now it comes down to, okay, who does keep it together?
Yeah.
Who is not getting psyched out by the tension?
And make that one, that fatal error, that one error at the last minute.
Yeah, because you're excited or overly excited.
Because you know it's only 2 minutes to go. So let's have a good look at the track and at the jammers. Star pass in progress for Rock City, but it is PK rolling. Look at that. Oh, it didn't really work out. The Great Tyrant is there.
It was not a star pass.
It was a star stash. Yeah. Well, it was complicated. PK rolling it was. She's got the lead. Oh, skipping a jump right in front of everyone. Good action there.
And again,
no points.
No points.
No, I kind of saw that. She got a bit of a hit and a jump. We've seen a lot of that today. It isn't a trip.
And it is usually PK rolling doing that.
Absolutely. Yes.
Hitting the pack and then jumping out.
But still, it looks more like a hit, because if she were to jump out, we know that would be maybe that's a way to avoid the penalty, because you can't skate out of bounds. That would be wrong. Or it's a coincidence.
Sugar Rush and Marcy misbehave. Sugar Rush has 4 blockers to pass. Marcy has 3 blockers to pass. And they need to
twist.
Really, really work it.
Look at that backwards. Super Leash doing a great job. The twist and turn isn't quite working out though. Look at that good recycling. It's like they woke up a little bit.
And a penalty for Marcy.
Oh, it is no. Oh, this is really cool. It is a back block though.
So this is a power jam.
It's a power jam. It is. Super jam. Power jam.
Oh my goodness. So that is a 5-point pass for Sugar Rush.
Look at Sugar Rush is coming in for more sugar. 1 blocker down on her side and 4 blockers on your team. Sugar Rush is just blowing through there. No one can stop her right now, much to the delight of the crowd that is cheering for Malmö. 5 more. That's 15 points there, right there. Look at that. The scores, though, 1 point difference.
Marcy back on the track. Now finishing her initial pass. And the period clock is down. Does this mean...
Does it mean that Crime City has it? It is the unofficial final, of course.
No time on the clock. Marcy was trying to call a timeout.
154, Crime City. 149, Rock City. Look how happy the girls in the yellow and purple are. There's going to be an official review.
That's the only thing if there's no time on the clock left.
That's a different kind of tool there. Yeah.
Yep.
But, you got to try. And Masuzu can make, and he has shown today, he's made a good case. The players are already like, yeah, we're good. We're going to drink beer. We're ready to party. But it was called on time for an extra jam. But then again, it needs to be accepted. It's being called, but we are going to await this for you.
I don't think the players realize it yet that there might be another jam happening. And the coaches are in the center there with the referees, and Masuzu is telling the head ref what he thinks should be reviewed. And if there is maybe a penalty called,
but look,
we might even...
I explained to our crew there that was also very enthusiastic, and of course you want to film happy people, but as you can see, look, there is a review that's been asked. So
But
we're not out of the woods yet. Can you see
no, but
this?
what can actually happen here if this review is awarded?
Or
How do you
upheld?
say that? Yeah.
But it was requested on time. So will there be another jam? Is the question.
Well,
But that's
what
at the
can
discretion
happen
of the head
is-
ref.
What can happen is if there had been a penalty made by the Crime City Rollers jammer, those last 5 points would not be awarded, and then we have an even score.
Yeah, I know. That's
Then
why they're going to
there
try
will
it.
be an extra
But there is a review, and of course, if the review was, I would say, not useful or considered invalid, then the game would be over right now. But how about we just watch what goes on? We're not going to speculate too much. We're going to watch. We have a review. We have the point was made, the
Okay,
discussion
the results
point.
are now.
The results are
coming back.
coming into the votes. And we're going to try and follow that for you from the distance that we're at.
Well, we'll know soon enough if
Depending
this
who jump-
review will make a change.
I was going to say who's jumping up and down, but let's watch.
And if it stays like this, that was a 14-point score by Crime City.
Oh, you're doing all that fantastic mathematics for us today. I am just trying to read body language. I'm more of a. I just want to know what's going to go on there, and again,
That's the end
is
signal.
okay.
So no change there. It is a win for Crime City Rollers B team.
It is.
So now it is official.
It is a final. It is totally there, but we're happy our camera crew made sure they wanted to, just in case that would change.
Congratulations, Crime
Congratulations.
City. But also Rock City, congratulations
yes.
with another wonderful event here. I've
Absolutely.
had a lot of fun watching these games, announcing them for you. And we will have an award ceremony. I don't know, are we going to also do anything with that? I don't think so.
I don't believe we are, because we won't be getting the sound from the.
That means that I'm ready for my vodka shot.
Oh, not yet though. We are going to continue on a little bit, as
okay.
I'm told. Doesn't matter. We are showing this. Look at this again. As you said, congratulations to Crime City.
And congratulations to Rock City.
On Nasty Moves. Thank you, honey. Thank you,
you,
Whippin'
Nasty
Red
Moves.
Sirens.
Yeah, my name is Whippin' Red Siren, and we are gonna wrap this up. Thank you, audience, for sticking with us. If you have any feedback, if you want to donate some money, please do. This is a wrap.